ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to session number 2 of the European Tour, the final European Tour of the year. And we are in Hildesheim in Germany. The race for Dortmund is on. Put that there. How are we, one and all? I hope everyone is good. Everyone is ready to rock and roll. Malachi, Friday night at the darts. You know. How we doing, Kev? I managed to get to the supermarket. I had a nice little fish pie, microwave meal, some veg, and I've got one bite of me sweet left. The crowd looks absolutely rammed this evening and going to be good. Kicking off Wattimena against Keen Barry. Big tie that for Barry. Daryl Gurney then takes on Christian Kist. Ricardo Pietreczko then takes on Radak Szaganski. Pietreczko not mathematic. Oh, he is now. He's gone dark green. So with gilding going out, Pietreczko is mathematically safe. Duijvenbode then takes on Karel Sedlacek. Good game, that one. Barney then takes on Kevin Troppmann. You would expect Barney to come through that. And again, a win would probably put him mathematically safe. Clemens, Ricky Evans against Joe Cullen. That's an intriguing game, that one. It really is. Then Gabriel Clemens in action. You would fancy the German giant to come through that. And then Nathan Aspinall closing the show. What a day it has been. Thank you very much, my friend, for the super like. Massively appreciate that early on. Got to fighting fuel. Yeah, I will see if we can get some of that fighting fuel. But thank you very, very much. Stocksy, mate, massively appreciate that. Again, appreciate all of you, but thank you so, so much for the super like, buddy. If Barry wins, I think it's all but certain he makes the Worlds and thereby keeps his card. Where is he on the tour card race? Currently, I think he's all right. As long as he keeps that world spot, that is. If he loses the world spot, then he's in a lot of trouble. But I think he's okay. Early call, but I could see O'Connor getting to the last 16. Yeah, he has been impressive. Unfortunately, I think he's got to make a semi-final. Put my phone on silent. So, Keen on stage. Wattimena. Getting ready for his walk on now. So both players are on stage. We are ready to rock and roll. Game 1, Wattimena loving the crowd. Could this be the last time at Hildesheim? Quite possibly, James, yeah? So, Wattimena still giving it big licks to the crowd. Good evening, Matthew. Hope you are good. What time is around? Depending how quickly the games go, I would say somewhere between 9, at the earliest, very earliest, 9:15. Between 9:15 and 9:30, I would suggest. Be interesting to see. It looked like the last time we saw Keane, I can't remember if it was on the Euro Tour or on a Pro Tour stream. It looked as if he had new darts, so I'm interested to see if we can get a good look at them. Keane started well here, though. You know, Wattimena has been playing well. Keane is going to have to up these levels considerably. Remember, 2019, 2020, there was a lot of hope and expectation that Keane was going to kick on, and he just hasn't kicked like we thought he was going to. How are we doing, Harry? Good to have you in, buddy. 180 for Wattimena. Wattimena hasn't started yet. He has now. Yeah, they definitely look new darts from Keane there. But the 180 and a 101 finish, that is a little bit good. I've got to say, I preferred Keane when he was going with his darts, sticking up approach. Wessel Nyman. Oh, sorry. That's weird. There we go. Good evening, Jonathan. Hope you are good, mate. I hope you are good. So Gary doesn't play. Yeah, look, we're all gutted when Gary doesn't play. That's a great finish from Keane Barry. He looks in the mood here. Cheeky little 110. I like that. But Wattimena in the groove straight away. For the life of me, I couldn't get that. Yeah, I just think to do that, you have to be such a gifted player. And I'm not saying Keane's not good, but you have to be on that lower wire all the time. You have to be peppering that lower wire. Anything above, and you're running for cover. Look, when he gets it right, he is exciting. He is explosive, but doesn't get it right enough. Miss any of today's Keane action? Probably one of the best performances was Steve Lennon. He played really, really well, and Ratajski winning his first game was massive, because now it is so tough for everyone else. Andrew Gilding is now in massive danger. If Dave Chisnall wins tomorrow, Andrew Gilding will not be going to the European Championships. How are we doing, Johnny? Hope you are good, my friend. Hope all is well, all is good. 180 for Keane Barry. So, Wattimena is going to get a look at this 1-6-1 to break. Who's playing tonight? So, this game is first. Then the big hitters, we've got Daryl Gurney playing, Ricardo Pietreczko, Duijvenbode against Sedlacek. That could be an absolute belter. Barney plays. Ricky Evans against Joe Cullen, Gabriel Clemens, and Nathan Aspinall closes the show. Who do I fancy winning? Well, overall, look, going price will be there or thereabouts, I think. $180. That's something Keane Barry had not done. $180. Particularly well of late, the maximums. But now he is on. There's a chance for Barry to apply some pressure. Tops for another ton topper for Wattimena. The finishing has been exquisite from both this evening. Wattimena's averaging 109 right now. Do you get on with Price, mate? Yeah, very well. Actually, I was with Price last night in Stevenage. He played incredibly well. Like, I really like Garen Price. An absolute top talent. Is Wattimena just turning the screw here? Keane Barry doing nothing wrong. He's averaging just a shade under 97, but it's brilliant from Wattimena. Playing fabulously, but he doesn't leave a finish, which means Keane Barry, he's down to one, but he would have liked to have been lower than 126. Because you would assume Wattimena would pile in a 140 here. A ton will do. Needs treble 19 to lead the ball. Can't find it. So Wattimena is going to get a break chance. Will it be 1 or 2 darts though? It's 2 at double 10. And he's taking it. You felt this was on the cards here. The pressure Wattimena was applying. It was only a matter of time. Mr. Evans, how we doing, my friend? Good to have you in. How's life? How's tricks, buddy? Good to see you in. What do I think about Shindy and Pietreczko? I think Martin Schindler is a really good player. I think Pietreczko is flaky. I don't think he's playing particularly well at the moment. When he gets it right, he's still a very good player, but he doesn't get it right often enough at the moment. Yeah, Wattimena has been absolutely on fire. He's averaging 108 at the moment. Yeah, all good, buddy, all good. That's good to hear, mate. That's good to hear. Hope the pub's going well. Getting the practice for Champions Week end of November. Nice, mate. I must admit, I don't watch a lot of the Super Series because there's just so much going on, PDC-wise at the moment. But glad you qualified for Champions Night, mate. Again, Barry doing nothing wrong. It's the brilliance of Wattimena here. Absolute stunning from the Dutchman. If you don't like Geza, you just haven't met him. Yeah, he's superb. Such a nice guy. How are you doing, Harry? Good to have you in. Oh, that would have been brilliant from Wattimena, but from Barry. But Wattimena gets more chances, and he is not giving Barry a second glance at the moment. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning from him. Keane Barry's 5-2 down, but done little wrong. Sometimes you've just got to put your hands up. And say that's a little bit good. Yeah, he's played really, really well. He had a little bit of a wobble on the Pro Tour when he lost to Daniel de Calza. Didn't play well in that game. And that is very, very good from Jermaine Wattimena. He's averaged 105.61. Keane Barry, 96.38. That's probably the best Keane Barry has played for a long, long time on TV. Should I get on here? Who are we getting on? Coming up next, it will be Super Chin, Daryl Gurney against Christian Kist. How are we doing? How are we doing, Tom? Hope you are good, buddy. How are we doing? Hope all is good, everyone. Keane departs the stage, but look, he should be able to take a lot from that. Who does Jermaine play next? Jermaine will play James Wade. That'll be interesting. And look, the winner of that, James Wade, the number 2 seed for this tournament, but the winner of that's not, with the greatest of respect, that section is actually quite nice. Do you think he can beat Kist in a fist fight? Do you think Atoma will fight Usyk? No. Look, don't get me wrong, he's good, but don't put him in with Usyk this early. Doesn't need to be in with him. Right, what are we saying then? Score predictions for the next one. Kist and Gurney. A lot of it is depending on what version of Daryl Gurney turns up. Score prediction. I think Gurney wins 6-3. What weight dart do you throw? 24. Still throw the Colin Lloyd old school dart. They are really old, but I also have been trying and throwing these prototypes, which I seem to quite like as well, but the fact that this is the only set of them is the issue. I don't want to get to like them too much because that's the only one available. Do you think he's good? Look, the time will tell. That orange juice looks like it's actually pineapple juice and soda water. Everyone knows pineapple juice is my favourite. My 3-dot average now is absolutely horrific. Right, what about... Remember, the ADC finals this weekend as well. Gurney, again, just looking to rebuild some confidence. You feel when he's on, he's on. I need Cullen and Pietreczko for. I think Pietreczko wins, but Cullen Evans is a pick'em game. An absolute pick'em game. I think Cullen's price looks really tempting. I think it's such a tough game to call because, look, when they're both on, they are both brilliant. But there are also complexities to their game as well, is the issue. Right, pictures returning in about 10 seconds. Time for a bit of Daryl Gurney. I like it how the Paddy Power Pants have made it all the way to Germany in that little promo. So, pictures return. Wattimena has done his thing. Yeah, agreed, Mark. I was expecting more from Ricky Evans after the Worlds. In the last 2 years, Gary Anderson's pulled out of half. There's been 28 Euro tours. He's played in half of them in the last 2 years. Do I think Keane is safe for the Worlds? Let's have a look. World Championship race. Where is Mr. Keane? No, not at all. He's only £250 from there. No, I don't think he's safe. And the reason I say that is Pilgrim's had a run recently. Hunt's played well recently. Campbell he's only in front of Campbell on count back, and Owen Bates is only £250 back. So if he blanks in both of the last two Pro Tours, no, I don't think he's safe for the Worlds yet. How we doing? My mum's a big Whitlock fan. Wattimena fan. I bet she's over the moon. Wonder if we'll get Littler Greaves in round one at the Worlds. Oh, could you imagine the absolute scenes? I only saw the tweet that Turkey Al Sheikh put out, so Carrie clearly loved the Euro Tour. What's the hardest double under pressure statistically? I don't know, because like things like tops, 16s, 18s are going to have a higher percentage because they've gone at more often. So tough one. Who are Germany's top 5 in order? Currently, Springer 1, Schindler 2. And then I'm struggling. I think Pietreczko is marginally playing better than Clemens. Springer and Schindler by far 1 and 2. And when will the European... there is no draw for the European Championships. We will know who's playing who as soon as the field is done, because one plays 64, 2 plays... 32, I'm thinking of the Players' Championships. 1 plays 32, 2 plays 31, and so on. So, players are on the stage. We are ready to rock and roll. Christian Kist against Super Chin Darryl Gurney. Remember, Kist is a weird player that he's always got one of these big games in him, but we just don't see it enough. No, look, what I mean, it was brilliant in the big moments. But game number 2 of 8 this evening. Also remember, from 12, the CDC Continental Cup. Looking forward to the climax of the action in North America on the CDC circuit this weekend. Someone will be crowned the Continental Cup champion. Let's go, Spellman! Right, we are underway. Still believe if Kist knew about the prize money. Yeah, he was oblivious to it, which was funny. Who's my favourite American dart? I've got a mass. I rate Spellman so highly, but there's a lot of them. I've spent a lot of time with Leonard Gates, who I think is a great person. Stowe Bunce, Adam Savada, Jason Brandon, Danny Lauby. There's loads of them that I get on really well with. The talent pool is incredible in North America, and it's getting better. It is a cheeky little start here from Darryl Gurney, playing well on throw. Will someone called Luke not win the... look, I think Luke and Luke are big favourites. But, look, anything can happen in... The fact it's over 3 weeks, so much can go right or wrong in 3 weeks. Savada is my boy from Arizona. I like the Reaper. Really, really good guy. Phil, how much money do you think the richest dart player has earned? Look, Taylor is a multi-millionaire, is the thing. That Taylor and Van Gerwen have got millions through hard work. Everyone, let's just calm down a little bit. Let's all just calm down. Oh, boo! Where's the boo button? In darts, is there an ideal follow? No, look, there's not an ideal follow, but you just have to follow. Your follow through is key. So, but you just got to do it naturally as well. Mate, why do you rate? So I think he's one of the best players not to have a tour card. He doesn't need to practice to play well. When you know, you know. And I'm not talking about practice as in time on the board. When you know, you know. I just think he's got a lot going for him. But yeah, and that's why, Teresa, it's really hard to comment on the Worlds until you see the draw, because there's always one section of that draw that opens up. Is the thing. There's always one quarter of the draw where you think they get to a quarter final with not much bother, and so on. Phil, just one, I think. No, still 32 seeds. It's the Christmas magic. Everyone loves Christmas magic. 105.4. Gurney potentially just handing back a chance here for Kist to break back. Yeah, he's again Spellman. At times I think he overthinks it. Look, I don't like. Well, let's see what he's using this weekend. But last time I saw him play, I didn't like the equipment on the back end of his dart. I don't think the arrow moulded fly and stem works for him. That's very, very good from Kist. Tidy little 110 finish gets us back on throw. Gurney will be annoyed there that he's handed the chance straight back to Christian Kist. We will keep an eye on the Women's Series, yes. It won't be live till 12, mainly because I do need some sleep, because we're also covering the CDC tonight. But yes, we will be keeping an eye on it. What's your thoughts on Greaves PDC announcement? Brilliant. Absolutely buzzing on both counts. That one, we get to see Bo at Alexandra Palace. And two, that we're going to see her for a minimum of 2 years on tour, which will be great. That I think she keeps her card. So we'll see it, but I say 2 years minimum because you never know. But yeah, I'm super excited to see Bo play PDC darts properly. Like, how cool would it be to see Bo on a Euro Tour stage and things like that? Sleepy. All right, so we'll call it a power nap on the sofa. How we doing, Rob? Good to have you in. Look, Kist is back in this game here. Gurney has let him off here. Rocking all over the Euro Tour. Yeah, look, it'll just be mint to see her on that Euro Tour stage, and Christian Kist, in the blink of an eye, has levelled things up. How we doing? Hope you are good. Gurney's in danger here of throwing this great start away. For the first time, Christian Kist is averaging more than Daryl Gurney. Be on YouTube, the CDC. Definitely PDC TV. I'm sure if one of the CDC boys comes into the stream, we can ask them if it's on YouTube. What's your top 3 darts rivalries and top 3? Oh, so you'd have to have Taylor Barney. MVG Anderson was just a great, like, not as in a nasty rivalry, but a good one. And then going back, you'd probably have to have Bristow and Jockey, perhaps, or Bristow and Bobby George. Football-wise, Spurs, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and probably the Old Firm. Kist is in front. It is 3 legs on the spin for Christian Kist. Gurney needs to raise it again. Kist is bossing this one now. 2 seconds, everyone. So, Christian Kist has been superb from 2-0 down, where Daryl Gurney was very good, but since then, Super Chin has not. Phil, don't you think the Decker reminds you of... not really. So Gurney needs to find some levels here. And find levels quickly. Otherwise, Kist is going to sail off into the next round. I think the Decker is a really good player, yeah? Look, I think he has the capability of being a top player, the Decker. Maybe he's deluged. But it's just a nickname at the end of the day. Nicknames are nicknames. Good evening, Darryl. Hope you are good, mate. Yeah, I think he is. Look, you don't win a PDC major if you're not. Look at some of the players that have never... You can't fluke a major. You can fluke a game, but you can't fluke winning a title. In my opinion. You can fluke a game, but overall... Kist is 5-2 in front. I tell you, this has been good from Kist. Gurney will be gutted. Who won the first game tonight? Jermaine Wattimena, Scott, played beautifully. Why go 20s on 2-0 and 108? I don't dislike it, Bobby. Look, if you single the 20... you've still got a shot at treble 20 for double 14. So look, I don't dislike it. It's not the worst finish I've ever seen. Like Menzel Sudovic would always go that way because he loves 28. So this is good from Kist. It really is. He's putting in a performance. So, match opportunity. Match starts incoming for Kist. Nothing Gurney can do about it. For 6 legs on the spin, it is the lipstick, Christian Kist, who stuns Daryl Gurney from 2-0 down. He has run 6 legs straight. That is very, very good. From the lipstick, Super Chin will have to go back to the drawing board. So, Pietreczko has won the ball against Szaganski. I think Pietreczko wins. Fair's Teresa, fair. So they are at the break. So we've got about 2 minutes 50 till pictures return. Probably Anderson or MVG, Littler or Humphreys, Price. I've got a lot. Didn't want to hear Sweet Caroline again anyway. Absolutely, Harry. Dennis Ovens. How we doing? Anthony, hope you are good, buddy. Hope you are good. Hope all is well, everyone. We've got about a minute 30-ish till we get Ricardo Pietreczko against Radak Szaganski. Didn't realise Jamie Harver passed away, I feel, until I saw him. Yeah, look, really, really sad that Brave Dart passed away. One of the founding members of the PDC. Evening, how are we all doing? Kiss blew him up. So, what are we saying then? Score predictions as pictures return. Hopefully not my next. Everyone forgets that Christian Kist did win Lakeside. It kind of gets forgotten about. Oh, by the way, when I was in the shop earlier, there looked some nice. There was some new Christmas roast turkey flavoured Pringles. Yeah, he wasn't. I agreed. Yeah. I haven't tried the pigs in blanket Pringles. Didn't see them. I only saw the turkey ones in Asda, but I'll keep an eye out for them. Nice about the Ratajski game. Why don't they make Pringles tubes wider? I've got no idea. Why did Felix? Felix qualified. He came through the host nation qualifier. Right, Swissville back on stage with that dodgy tash. We are ready to go. Game number 3. I don't remember him, Johnny, no. Well, I've sort of got like a real shit one at the moment. Because I couldn't be asked to shave, but no, I'm very much a clean-shaven person, Malako. Very, very much a clean-shaven. Szaganski on stage. Scruffy look. Yeah, it's a scruffy beard because I just haven't been asked to shave. Someone should do the time warp. Oh. So Pietreczko on his way to the stage. stage. Get the Gillette Fusion on. Gillette. Yeah, no, to be fair, I've always been a clean-shaven person. Somewhere between 8:20 and 8:30, Daz. Somewhere. Right. So both players are now on stage. 5 o'clock. Chatter, that's what we call it in the US. Nice, Anthony, nice. What am I eating for supper tonight? I don't know. Do like a bowl of cereal when I get in. Bowl of crunchy nut. Tucking into chicken ham, nice, like that. I reckon kebab or curry for. I've been really good about not eating shit. In Leicester, I only had one takeaway after play, but I've got to say I don't know what it's like wherever you guys are in the country. Yes, Ty. How we doing, my friend? Sorry, I almost missed you then. We need to go to Southampton. Let me know which game you want to try and go to, mate, and I will ask the question for you. Hope you are all good, buddy. Hope you are all good. Sorry, I almost missed you then. Let me know though, Ty. Always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure. Yeah, so we went to. I had a kebab in Leicester, and they did chip shop chips, like proper chippy chips with the kebab. It was amazing. Pietreczko looking at double 18 for 1-0, and it is 1-0 to Ricardo Pietreczko. That's class. Yeah, it's first time everywhere where I am. Well, Johnny, no, I don't think it is. Well, certainly where I am, if you have a kebab or a burger or something, you just get like fries. But yeah, this was like proper chippy chips. It was incredible. But yeah, I hope you're all good, Ty. Are you having a little practice while on TikTok or just having a scroll? They do that round here as well. Fairs. Yeah, it must just be... Must just be round here that it's like not the norm. Not in Australia, isn't? You get supermarkets. Yeah, the same here, Harry. Sorry, I keep forgetting TikTok is there. But hope you are all good. How are you feeling after this as the first time we've been live since most of the commentators disagreeing with you over. I stand by it. I don't think it should, and it's not. And it wasn't just Luke. I said that Van Veen shouldn't as well. And it's an easier thing to say now that Luke's out. I still don't think that Gian should have as well. Everything's better up north. My favourite ball club, I've got football, Tottenham. YouTube, TikTok, yeah, 100%. It's good to have Anderson Jr. in the chat room though, on TikTok. We are level at 1-1. Pietreczko, you'd like to have set that up a little bit better. Classic M playing Jurassic Park and the music, nice. Two one Pietreczko. Alright, sorry about that. But in terms of most of the commentators disagreeing with you, saying any player under 24, no matter why they're in the rankings, should be allowed to play. Yeah, look, sport, nothing is ever black and white in sport. Nothing is ever right or wrong. It's just my opinion that's... Look, when the rules were first made and the development tour and the World Youth was going, the game was in a lot different a place than what it is now. The average age is a lot younger, massively younger than it's ever been. So these boundaries were probably never even thought of, but maybe it's time they should. I'm pretty sure when Rod Harrington and everyone came up with the Dev Tour and then the World Youth and so on, they'd never envisaged that we'd have an 18-year-old as world champion and the top 16 would be full of young talent. Pietreczko and Szaganski involved in a good battle here. This is good. Missed too much starts to break. Do you watch any American sports? I struggle with American sport, but I'm going to make a big effort to try and get into it because all my mates love American football and so on. So I'm going to try. Pietreczko 3-1 up. Szaganski has missed a golden chance there. golden chance. To back up Phil's thought, Bo will be ineligible to play from the Women's Series once you're in the top 64. So why can players from the top 16? They can't on the development tour, Ryan. It's the same rules. Once you're in the top 64, you can't play on the dev tour. But the World Youth is a different set of rules to the dev tour, where that's the... They're kind of all spread around. That they all like different American football teams. I just hope, as I enjoy your content, like you start on certain things, doesn't hold your channel back with a lot of commentators. Matthew, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Sweeping visit for me tonight. Cool. Who's playing tonight, Rob? Cheers, buddy. No, look, it'll be fine. I've said worse things. No, Ryan, no worries, mate. That's why the chat room is here. We've got a great community. Yeah, I've said worse. West move, right? Nice. Like 4-1. Yeah, Pietreczko 4-1 to the good. Szaganski in control of this leg. Pietreczko down to a finish now, but you would still fancy Szaganski. But now there is an element of doubt. Oh, he's made a mess of it. So, yes, Darryl, I find it a lot easier having the office than at home. 100%. I can do so much more and so on. But yeah, 100%. I feel. Can you keep the noise down while I try and concentrate on that? Oh, I love that. How do you feel through when it comes to being? It must be awkward when you see people. No, not at all. I've never felt awkward about my opinion on anything, and people don't have to like my opinion, and I've never ever once said my opinion is right. It's just my opinion, so I've never felt awkward. Adam, it is, yeah, look, we love it when Gary plays, but obviously we will see him next weekend at the European Championships in Dortmund. 1-2-1 could put Szaganski a couple away. Pietreczko giving it a little bit on stage. I like it. Outside chance for Szaganski here. Doesn't take it. So Pietreczko's second look at 56. Pietreczko is now opinion is opinion. Yeah, exactly that. Phil, opinion on Darwin Núñez always made me giggle as a Liverpool fan. Oh, he was fucking useless. He was shite. Yes, I do like a good old jacket spud. What do you think of the new Matchroom Saudi partnership deal? Look, it's what happens in business. When Saudi wants something, they'll go and get it. The same as in any business, everything has a price, and if you meet that price, there's a deal to be done. If Gary was in the top 4 at the end of the year, I would rather he turned down the Premier League. Was personally, I'd rather see him playing. Yeah, I agree. I look, in an ideal world, I'd like to see him playing everything, but that's just not going to happen. And I fully get it and understand it. That's just me as a fan wanting Gary in everything. 180. Oh, so my walkout song would be, by the way, this changes a lot, but currently at the moment, I would walk out to Junior Jack, Stupid Disco. Oh. Szaganski misses a dart at the ball. How are we doing, Katrina? Hope you are good. Good to have you in. More match darts missed by Pietreczko. Szaganski comes back into this. 5-3. Tipsy. It's only 7:15 on a Friday, Katrina. Been on one. Been on the homebrew fairs. Pietreczko is now involved in a battle. This all of a sudden has got more difficulter than it should have been. You're not a crisp. Oh yeah. To be fair, if I could get away with it, do you reckon walking out to Fairy Tale of New York all year round would be acceptable, Adam? Because if so, then I could possibly go with it. Phil asked this months ago, but now it is confirmed there's going to be a female on tour. Is there going to be anything like tennis? The honest answer is no, I don't think there will be. Although I 100% get the point, and I don't disagree with that point either, that perhaps there should be. Pietreczko does seal a 6-3 victory. He got there. To be fair, Marcus, it is something I will actively... Now there is another female on tour, I will actively ask and bring that point up for you. But... yeah. Definitely, yeah. We'll do Fairy Tale in New York all year round. So, Pietreczko seals victory. Coming next, it's time to make your ears bleed. It is Dirk van Duijvenbode's walk on. Do you like... I am Conor Benn fan. Out of the two. The only issue is, Marcus, is... and by the way, I understand this, but I'm just saying it will come up. I understand men can't have children themselves physically, but the men will say, hang on a minute, if you're freezing it for that reason, which I fully get, if I am genuinely injured, if I've got a serious injury, why won't you freeze the ranking for me? I completely understand it, but I think it opens a severe can of worms. And that was my point. When Michael Smith and Nathan Aspinall need surgery and so on, will it they won't freeze it for that? The other thing, I can't remember, and I appreciate tour cards weren't what they were now, but when Anastasia was playing PDC darts, when she moved over, I can't remember, did she fall pregnant during her time in the PDC, or was that when she'd gone back? I can't remember. Yeah, it just... How do you know, Johnny? In the world we live in now, it's possible. Right, come on. We don't need to interview Ricardo anymore. We need to get this show on the road. The other thing to this, Marcus, is that effectively dart players are self-employed. They're not employees, is the thing. They're self-employed. So I'm not sure. Again, for that reason, it sticks up the same in any walk of life. If you're self-employed and you don't work, you don't get paid. So yeah, absolutely, Johnny. The NBA have a rule in place. If a team dies in a plane crash, you have to think. Well, you've got about 2 minutes. Till showtime. Phil, do you agree that comparing a footballer awareness? I'm not sure what the reference is there, Connor. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the what the comparison is. I'm a bit lost. Yeah, I'm Katrina. I'm with you. I'm struggling to see the link. About 45 seconds till pictures return. Again, Connor, I'm struggling to see how Harry Maguire's awareness compares to Madeline McCann's parents. Chat room, am I the only one struggling to see the comparison here? Sorry, chat room, where have we? How we doing, Jamie? Good to have you in. Have you ever tried presenting on the TV? I have. I've presented at the MODUS Super Series a few times. So yeah, presented on TV. You look, Connor. Does anyone else think Connor's drunk? Cheers, Katrina. Right, pictures are back. Swissville back on the stage. We are ready to go. Get ready to put your ear defenders on. As Dirk's walk-on happens, make your ears bleed time. Sedlacek will walk first. Just having a look at something. 2 seconds, everyone. Right, Sedlacek on stage. Rave with Dirk. Oh, I blooming hate it. Actually, Connor, 108. Oh, sorry, €80 for a Premier League ticket is actually good value in the sporting world. When you compare darts to other sports, 80 quid for a ticket is very good. Rave with Dirk. Hill of Time must be one of the smallest. I think so, Marcus, yeah. Still a few more. You still got a few more, Johnny? Evening, David. Hope you are good. Your passion shows. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. To be fair, Katrina, the best Premier League night, in my opinion, is Dublin. Dublin Premier League is awesome. Opera Boy is back. Evening, Daniel. Hope you are good. Have we ever had Clemens versus Cullen in a battle? Oh, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if we have or not, but we are underway. Dirk against Sedlacek. Early on, the Dirk van Duijvenbode throw is under pressure. And a lot of it. He is way off at the moment, Dirk. Absolute way off it. Oh, Sedlacek, why didn't you stay there? Why didn't you stay there? We all wanted to see... Sedlacek breaks. It's a very scrappy opener, this one. Very, very scrappy opener. The World Match Play is always the one. I look forward to the World Match Play more than the Worlds. Dirk needs to wake up here, and it looks as if he has. Better in this leg from Dirk, and he's threatening a break back already. When does the Premier League get announced? After the last couple of years, it's been a day or two after the World Final. I think the World Final's on the Saturday. My guess is it would be the Monday, but that's just a guess. Yeah, Nick, I'm the same. I look forward to the match play more than the Worlds. Marcus, to a point, but I also think when it was, again, just my opinion, I also think that it took the shine off the world champion a little bit. The Premier League announcement straight after. So I personally, I prefer it not being after the world final. Clay, Mate and Rock, defo. They should be, Jamie, I agree. What's your dart average? Used to be, like, by the way, it's nowhere near that now. When I could play, I was averaging around 75. And Dirk has blown the break back opportunity. Sedlacek is 2-0 to the good. Missed opportunity from Dirk. And already, this is a very, very strange Dirk van Duijvenbode performance. What actually, like, if they stagger the Premier League announcement more? Possibly, yeah. I don't dislike it. 180, but even the maximum only puts Dirk 60 points in front. The 180 masking a poor performance so far from Van Duijvenbode. Remember, in the race for the European Championships, 25 of the 32 mathematically can now not be caught. Dirk, 60 points from just a hold, and he finds it. You just feel if Dirk gets it right, he'll win this game. But it's whether he gets it right often enough is the question. Who's your money on to win this tournament? Gallagher Price or Johnny Clayton, I think. By the way, Phil, I agree with you. I understand why the WDF had it in their promo for the world footage event, but yeah, it was just weird. The promo video itself looked really good, Nico. It was a well-made promo video. It just didn't have any sense from an event they didn't set. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Dirky! Ho-ho! Yes, Dirky boy! We've got a 9! Ha-ha! Go on, Dirk! Let's the pictures catch up. Right, I need to find me Dirk picture. Absolute scenes. Where's the Dirk tune after that? But look, even though he's hit the 9, he's in danger of not winning the leg. All right, let me just do the social post. But Dirk does hold. 2 seconds, everyone. I'm not ignoring you. I just need to get the social post out. Post that. Right, where were we? Back in the room. No, I wasn't ignoring anyone. Just got to do the social post. You guys know the drill. When someone hits a 9, we've got to do the post. I imagine it'd be one of the most incredible feelings. I tell you what, Sedlacek has just got to be careful here. But he does level up. That's good from Sedlacek. Oh, football friends. Remember, it's all right hitting the 9, but now I'm a Spurs fan, Katrina. The mighty Spurs. Can Dirk just set this up? Dirk leaves 80. Again, how much of Dirk going tops with 2 darts? Oh, Dirky boy. It's interesting that how much that 9 darter has inflated Dirk's average, because up until the 9, it was a very average performance from him. But all of a sudden, the Sedlacek throw is just under a bit of pressure here. Dirk definitely didn't settle early doors. I wouldn't say he's settled now. He's just doing enough. We've had the 9 dart. We may as well have the big fish as well. We may as well have the big fish. Massive dart this. Massive from Sedlacek. And he's missed Dirk to put daylight between himself and Sedlacek. This looked unlikely until the 9. This looked unlikely. But Dirk misses tops this time. Sedlacek has a chance to level things up at 4-all. And we are level. Who do you think wins it from here then, chat room? Who are you going for? Who's likely to hold their composure more? The multi for me. Evil Charlie. Cullen. My hubby bought both our lads Nunes shirts and their pride and... Oh, Fez, Katrina, Fez. Oh my, oh my. Oh, this would have been... This game is actually bonkers. Actually... We've had a 9, we've had misses, we've had great darts, we've had bad darts, and Dirk leads once more. Evil Charlie missed a dart to go within 1. What? Can Dirk get it done without a last leg decider? He'd like to. You don't want that pressure of the last leg. But it's looking as if it is that way because Sedlacek is powering towards the finish line in this leg. So Dirk, 135 to win it in style. Bullseye is the first route. Treble, oh my, oh my. Dirky boy, what a way to win it. This game has had just about everything in it. Oh my. This is mad. This is bonkers. Filth, you are right, Malachi. Absolute filth from Dirk van Duijvenbode. the 135 to go with a 9 darter. You name it, we have seen it. I think Dirk enjoyed that one. No, it is impossible to get bored of Dirk. That is for sure. Absolutely impossible. But Dirky Boy is through to tomorrow. Get your breath back, because we all... Should we do it? Should we do it? Are you ready? Are you really ready? The Barney alarm has sounded. Everyone loving the Barney alarm. Kevin Troppmann has won the ball against Raymond van Barneveld. But go on, Dirky Boy. So, Barney, after the break, the Barney alarm has sounded. I'll be interested to see if Barney uses his new darts, or whether he sticks to the old ones. Be interesting to see. If Barney loses, Look, do I think he still makes Dortmund? Yes, but he's just a nervous wait if he loses. Is Cullen after 2 seconds? Yes, so we got Barney against Troppmann, Evans against Cullen, Gabriel Clemens, and then Nathan Aspinall. So that's the... to be fair, Don't Look Back in Anger is right up there as one of my favourite walk-ons. Sorry to the neighbours in advance. Love that. So about 50 seconds to go. Getting things ready. The rock star here, yes. Hey, Teresa, you love Remco on the Euro Tour. Everyone loves a bit of Remco. We don't have normal drone views. A shame. To be fair, for me, the Euro Tour production is the best in darts. It is just magnificent. Misses nothing, absolutely. After Dirk took out that 1-3-5, the pan. Love that, love that. Right, pictures are back. To be fair, it didn't feel like that good a game, but Dirk's numbers are actually okay. To be fair to him, he's done all right then. It didn't feel like a big performance, but clearly was. So, Swiss Phil about to bring us on Get ready, Barney. To be fair, the Barney walk-on is still right up there with one of the best. What does Kevin Troppmann walk on to? Yeah, enough of that. One to forget. We did it as tongue in cheek when he was in Q school, because he was the biggest name in the European Q school, and we just did it for a laugh, and it stuck. It should be Mr. Brzezinski, but I don't think it will be. But I am with you, it should, but I don't think it will. Who's had the highest average today? Oh, it's a good question. Menzies 95. Zonneval, no. Steve Lennon 97. Wessel 95. Ryan Joyce 104. Wattimena 105. So yeah, Wattimena 105. Evening, Chris. Hope you are good. Better be Paul Starr. We are ready. The players are ready. And it's tungsten time. The great Paul Starr. Who's my favourite player? Look, I wouldn't say I've got one. I've got a list. Michael, Gary, Gezi, Luke. It's never going to be me. So, let's have a look at the Barney equipment, see if he's stuck with the old ones or whether he's gone to the new. Remember, he's stuck with the old ones for the moment. Fairs, he's played all right with them recently, to be fair. And look, so far, that Kevin Troppmann throw looks horrific. I need another look at it. It looks that bad. Yeah, that Troppmann throw is not good. Not good at all. One 0 Raymond van Barneveld. Again, Barney, just Troppmann's averaging just 59 at the moment. This has got 6-0 written all over it. Absolutely all over it. For the European Championships, 1 place 32. Yep, that's it. So there's no draw. It's instantly set. You know who you're playing. And so on. Yeah, look, Josh Rock will be fine. He's superb. No doubts there. They all have little off periods. Anyone else staying up to watch the CDC action tonight, or just me? Barney misses a dart at top, so Troppmann, unlikely, is going to have a look at this 95. I've got some orange Lucozade. $95 to leave 74, not good. I'm up all night, nice. I'll probably go to bed. Indian Championship of golf starts at 7. Fairs. I will, but I'm in America. Fairs, Bobby. I will be watching. And of course, doing some media with the CDC boys. Troppmann is getting better. Can I have a look at this 164 here? Again, just too many stray darts. His elbow is so low that he's pushing up. It's one of the lowest elbows I've ever seen. Not live streaming, no. We're going to be doing some interviews with the winners. Oh, everyone loves a bit of needle, Chris. Everyone loves a bit of needle. This has been a real off leg from Barney here. 2-1. Troppmann has a leg on the board. Oh, I tell you, that's a nice new shot. I love that. Looking right down on the players. What's my favourite part of the job? Oh, it's a good question, Bobby. I think it's the actual interviewing part, listening to what the player says and reacting. You can plan an interview. Like I've never won that writes down questions. I've never been that in my head I've got a rough idea where I want the interview to go and so on. But it's interesting listening to what they say and then reacting off of the back of it. Yeah, 100%. And look, there are parts of the job that you just think, ugh. But look, they are few and far between. No, I don't think they beat Liverpool, to be fair. Again, Barney, his average has now dropped to 90. He's not firing on all cylinders. To be fair, refereeing's not something I really do, Bobby. It's more interviews, comms, and a bit of presenting is my forte. Barney misses and Troppmann hits. Again, Troppmann has got better, but he's still only averaging 80. He's still not good. So all of a sudden, Barney is in a bit of bother here. He really is. That Troppmann is still playing poorly, but Barney's level has dropped considerably here. He's in a bit of bother. I just don't have time, Daniel. Too much PDC stuff going on. I don't think so, Adam. I don't think there'll be any more changes. Yeah, I could probably if I could probably do it, but I just never have. Look, would I be as good as them? Could I referee a game to get someone out of the shit? Yeah, but I wouldn't back myself to do it in an elite level. I could do it enough. Barney 144 with Troppmann sat on 120. How many? No idea. A fair amount. Bullseye. Barney missed. Barney could lose 3 on the spin here. Oh my, what is going on here? Troppmann is at 1-3 on the spin. He's still only averaging 79. Give it time, mate. Ever hit trip balls? Yeah, once. And it was one of those ones it was something that I'd never done. And I spent about one day, I was just like, right, I'm going to hit 3 balls. And it took me about 2.5 hours, but I did it in the end. A couple of times I got 2 in and then missed the 3rd. When Noble McDonald leave, will darts ever be fun again? Now, to be fair, some of Johnny Mac's epic walk-ons when they got him doing Dirks and Mikuru Suzuki Baby Shark was funny. Phyllis Half Sergeant Terrence Hunt. Barney probably going to level it up here. But he's still in. But just Barney's not firing at the moment. possibly. Look, we'll see Gob again at some point. Barney does level up at 3 apiece. This is just a strange game. It really is. Do we know why John is... I just think that he's got... by the way, I don't know this, but I just think that he's got to that point in his time. He's done it for so long now, and he's just probably thinking, now's the right time. I'm guessing it's one of those ones when the sportsman always say, you know when the time is right, and it may be the same with that he just knows that the time is right. Look, whoever it is has got a tough gig to fill. No, Barney's still using his old ones, the ones that he used a couple of weeks ago on the Euro Tour. Is someone playing the drums? No, certainly not in here. Troppmann has missed 2 darts. This is just watching Barney, he just looks very uncomfortable on stage at the moment. That he's broken to lead, but it doesn't look comfortable for Barney up there at all. Phil Collins ready. Everyone loves a bit of Phil Collins and a bit of Celine Dion on a Sunday on the Euro Tour. Barneveld just doing enough at the moment, but it again, head down on the stage. I don't know. I think the smart money will be on Lewis Jones. I personally would have Filip Brzezinski, but I think it'll be Ludog. Oh, Brad, I had Magic Christmas, Heart Christmas on there. You name it, we have got it going on. How are we doing, Tom? Just got back from the tennis, can't wait to see Michian. Yeah, it'll be good. My favourite checkout, I do love a 1-3-2. There's just something so satisfying, ball, double 16. Was never very good at it, but that was always... I also like a cheeky little 89. Well, Daniel, I've got no idea. They'll release it when they want. I'm not shocked. We'll have a Christmas tree up in here soon, don't worry. We will have a Christmas up in here soon. Treble 18 ball, Ando. Oh, that sent Owen Bates into meltdown. Owen Binks even. Sorry Binksy. That sent Binks into meltdown. Barney has made hard work of this. Yeah, the 135 is pretty, agreed. No, I think the pair of them will retire, and we won't see them on again. No, we can't play music because you need a very expensive license. Nice, Ian. Nice. Yeah, look, that's what I love about finishing. Everyone's got their own little favourite, their own little quirk, and so on that they like. Is Gary showing enough? Look, only Gary knows. Look, Gary's one of those enigmas that can just turn up and win games. So my fave? Again, don't judge me. I like jacket. And then butter, salt and pepper, cheese, beans, and then tuna mayo on top. Oof. Barney misses a match dart at tops. Troppmann to keep this one going. It's not been easy on the eye. It's been a tough watch, this one. And Troppmann misses. Does Barney get the job done here and now? How are we doing, Kev? Hope you are good. And it is 6-3 to Raymond van Barneveld. It wasn't a classic, but he's got the job done. Tuna is one of my favourite things. To be fair, I love a lot of seafood. But yeah, no, yeah, tuna's immense. Love it. You had me until the mix. Oh, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Cheese, bacon and beans. Don't mind that. Beans or tuna. No, both are great. Let yourself down there. Good evening. Oh, afternoon, evening. 100%. I've got 100. Leave it alone. It's too close a game to call. Jono loves tuna, cheese and beans. Oh, honestly, Katrina, it's immense. I love it. Tuna steak is great. Love monkfish. Monkfish is lovely as well. Sam Nice. Insider tip from the... Cool, we'll have a look at that. Love seafood, but not... Oh, beans are immense. No, I don't think so. I think they'll call it a day. I don't think George especially. I don't like beans. To be fair, if you're having a fry up, well, beans on a fry up, extra beans. Come down and catch your own fish. Yeah, I tell you what, fish-wise, I love mackerel as well. Mackerel is amazing. Branson. Oh, I actually controversially, Brad, I actually like Branston's over Hines. Worst 3 collapses in darts. Oh. Merv King against James Wade. James Wade against Scott Waits. And that's up there. Those two are the ones that instantly come to mind. Who do I take? I think it'll be Lewis Jones, or he looks the favourite at the moment. Yeah, to be fair, massive, great big king prawns are the best. Oh. Yeah, Gurney against Cross in the match play as well. That's up there, Brad, I agree. So, coming up after the break, it will be Ricky Evans against Joe Cullen. It depends what we're defining as controversial. Yeah, it depends what we're defining as controversial. Right, I've got about a minute 50 seconds. Till pictures return. How many headshots? It wasn't a great game, Marcus. It wasn't a great game. What are we got? And then score predictions for this game. Are we going Cullen or are we going Ricky Evans? What does everyone think? Joe Cullen has won the ball, if that sways your decision in any way. About 20 seconds to go. What is Evans' non-Christmas walk on? Madonna, Like a Prayer. I have to stop and think then. But yeah, no, Madonna, Like a Prayer. Right, pictures are back, so we are ready. To rock and roll. Where do you see? Oh, if someone has hit the ball in the game before. No, they're not televised. They're done in the players' practice room. The ball up by the tournament director or players' marshal, one or the other. So, here we go. Raymond van Barneveld on the cusp of dark green. Not there just yet. Won't be long though. Won't be long. So, no worries, Ian, no worries. Right, here comes rapid Ricky Evans. Oh, what has he changed that to? That is horrific. Yeah, that's an absolute shocker. Yeah, he needs to take a look at himself after that. That walk on. Put Cullen on for a second. Everyone loves a bit of, oh, Sally can wait. How are we doing? Joe, good to have you in, buddy. Hope you are good. Stand out beside the fireplace. Yeah, it wasn't great. Right. Cullen, like you say, has won the ball, so let's get ready. Yeah, pretty long. Right, we are underway. We are ready to go. This should be good. Joe Cullen getting us underway. So, Ricky Evans making the better start here at the moment. Cullen not at the races the first couple of visits. Can Ricky take advantage early doors here? Gonna get an opportunity in leg one, Ricky Evans. Cullen doesn't leave a finish. So he has multiple time on his side. Evans looking at a straight ton. No worries, Harry. Pleasure to have you up with us. Is Joe Cullen going to steal the leg? Not at this opportunity. He's not. They both had darts to win the up. Please tell. We'll let the pictures catch up. No, I'm not going to. Oh, Fez. My bad, Harry. I'll just shut up. But on this, that Joe Cullen has taken the leg. But please tell me Ricky Evans didn't try and go 17-1-1. I'm hoping he's just missed the big three by a long way. Let's have a look. Let the pictures catch up. I think he's just missed the three. Yeah, I was just wanting to see the where if he'd plonked one right in the middle of the three, we could have gone. Not sure on that one. Evans has bossed this leg. Joe Cullen is a million miles off at the moment. And in the blink of an eye, it is one apiece. 1-1. 180 for the rockstar Joe Cullen. He needs to up these scoring levels. Leg 2 was definitely a leg off. Look, Ricky Evans should feel he should be 2-0 up, but he's not. And at some point, Joe Cullen is going to click into gear. And how much will Evans rue those missed chances? Because Cullen has switched it up here. Evans' turn for a bit of an off leg. So 206. He's got 6 at it, Cullen. He's going to need it as well. Hitting trebles, but all the wrong ones. All the wrong trebles. Better visit from Evans, though. Cullen misses the ball. Ricky Evans is not going to take out 145. So Joe will come back. The normal MO would be 3 for double 16. But Evans is sat on top. There's pressure on this. Cullen's missed. Evans to break. And takes it. Again, Cullen started that leg with a max, but let Ricky Evans back into it. Strange game early on this one. Cullen missed 3 clear darts to hold. See, you can fly non-stop to Perth now from the UK, can't you? I saw the other day there was a non-stop flight London to Perth. How long before we can go non-stop London to Sydney, do you reckon? Cullen looking to break back here. He's going to get a look. He's down to a finish first. But Evans is going to be on something low. The setup is exquisite. The 171 to leave 36. And the 126 is not going to go for Joe Cullen. (3-1). Ricky Evans leads. Evans has stabilised around that 95. Yeah, Katrina, there's a non-stop now, London to Perth. Like I say, I don't know anyone that's done it, what it's like or whatever, but I know there's a non-stop now. It's still not great, Fairs. Yeah, Cullen's in trouble here. Look, he's had darts as well. But it's not as if he's been out of it. 180 for Cullen. Cullen just needs to give Evans something to think about. Otherwise, if Joe Cullen doesn't win this, he has no chance of getting to Dortmund for the Euros. Remember, as it stands, he's going to need a minimum of a semi-final, but that depends on others. They just mirror in each other's scores at the moment. So 60 for Cullen. Pins it. Needed that, Joe. Ricky wins this. I can make a case for both. I think both are quite flaky at the moment. I'm not sure how either one responds to the other one putting it on them. Have you seen the controversy in wrestling over the past couple of days with the 1 year non-compete that I currently... no, not seen it. If that's a contractual thing with the wrestlers, then they need better lawyers to to read the contract before they sign it. Good work, man. Nothing wrong with that. Evans down to 96. Cullen needs a 140 minimum. That's 112 is doable, but you would have liked to have been lower. But that is good from Evans. He's 4-2 up. Yeah, really, really good finish, Harry. Really good. But remember, Cullen only needs one break of throw to get back into this. But at the moment, he's trying to get that opportunity. It's not there at the moment. And again, Evans is asking questions of the Cullen throw here. And it's under it. Evans has effectively taken the darts once more. This could be a disaster for Joe Cullen. The setup is exquisite. And Joe Cullen has not got a 142 in his locker. Ricky Evans could be about to go one away. Is he going 5-2 up? Oh, maybe not. Can Joe Cullen rescue the situation? Needs something. Can't find it. Evans will return. He's missed 3. Five. Oh, last dart in hand. That will hurt. That will hurt. It's looking like that's all she wrote. 180. Joe Cullen looks like this is going to end his European tour and end his hopes of going to Dortmund. Hold on though, we've had one tonight. We've had one. Could we have 2? It's on. Oh. Ricky Evans has gone 7 deep. Oh. Dirk hit one earlier. And Ricky Evans seals victory 6-2. In the end, it was a very good performance from Ricky Evans. Not so much from Joe Cullen. Is it 10 years? Wow. Great stat, bub. Great stat. So, 2 games to go. just going to stand up for a second, stretch my legs. So, that rules out Joe Cullen of Dortmund. So, Gabriel Clemens has won the ball against Rosandic. However you pronounce his name. I've probably butchered it, but you know, it's what we do. We butcher names for fun. Got to sleep, otherwise I'll be cranky tomorrow. Pleasure, Harry. Pleasure, buddy. So, what do you reckon? Gabriel Clemens he struggled for the last 2 years, the German giant. Not been at the levels perhaps he would expect of himself. But work to do for him. So, what are we saying? Clemens to win? If you haven't yet, everyone, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe. Clemens 6-1 fares, Tom. We know there is a good level within Clemens. Do we see it enough? No. But he's gonna have to find that level soon. Cullen handed his darts to someone in the crowd. Fairs. To be fair, I know I've told this story before, but it is one that will stick by me for forever. It was 2021. And Joe's mum had just passed away. It was so sad. It was the year the European Championships was in Salzburg in Austria. And Joe's family talked him into going, basically. How are we doing, Tommy? Hope you are good, mate. Hope you are good. Yeah, Joe's family talked him into going, and obviously the news then broke that his mum had sadly passed away, and he was putting on this brave face, but you could just see that darts was the last place he wanted to be, and of course, why wouldn't it be? And he got to the semi-final, and he was outplayed in the semi-final, but obviously with everything that he was going through, where he got to was irrelevant and so on. But I remember, like, when most players lose, they're straight off the stage, but Joe Cullen came down. There was loads of kids like around the barrier wanting signatures and selfies, and for a good 10 minutes Joe stood there, signed shirts, 180 cards, smiled for selfies when, one, he's just lost a semi-final, and two, just lost his mum, and that no one's gonna know how he was feeling at that point. But for 10 minutes he smiled, he signed stuff, and there was this one little kid that didn't have anything to have signed, and I just remember this so vividly, that literally Joe took his shirt off, plonked his shirt over the little kid's head, and then just walked backstage, obviously no shirt, Everyone knows Joe Cullen loves a tattoo, and just this picture of Joe walking off on his own, no shirt, after making this little kid's day. And look, this little kid would have had no idea what had just gone on in Joe's life, and the fact that Joe made this little kid's probably life at the time, and he had no idea. And it's just an image that will never ever leave me, of Joe just walking off. And it was just something that I'll never forget. And when Joe gets all this shit, I'm just like, fuck off, will ya? He's one of the nicest. Like I say, he could have just walked off stage having lost the game, but he didn't. The brave face he put on to go and sign and have photos of all these kids and so on, and just the way he took his shirt off, plonked it over this young kid's head, tapped him on the head, and just then the way he just walked off on his own. It's an image that I'll never forget. And I'd say I'll always stand up for Joe when people say, "Oh, he's this, he's that." No, he's not. He is up there with the very best. That game was against Humphreys when Humphreys won. Well, setback. Yeah. Honestly, Katrina, it was just something that will never leave me. That image of what he did then. Right, pictures are back as we get ready. It's my pleasure. And look, sportsmen in general get a lot of shit and a lot of negativity. I'll tell you what, the look on that, they just showed the picture there, the look on that little kid's face that it's got Joe Cullen's darts is incredible. Yeah, look, I hope Joe rediscovers the Joe Cullen that we love watching. The rock star is a talent. That's for sure. Full set, yeah, Teresa. He literally just gave all three of them away. When they're going to give you. Right, Swissville back to get the players on. Yeah, to be fair, the last set of Pro Tours, Brad, Bully Boy put in some good performances. Which is good. I still think Bully Boy Peak deals with Littler and Humphreys. I think it would be interesting. I think they'd be good games. I don't know. I'm good, Mark. I am good. Thank you very much, my friend. I am good, preparing for a long night, but it's what we do. It's what we do. Um, to be fair, at one point, Gabriel had lost some timber. What time are you streaming? 12 still, Matthew. Mainly because I'm covering the CDC. So, won't be getting to bed till probably 4:30. Shall I? He got to the World Championship semi-final 3 years ago, Mark. The German giant. Gabriel Clemens. How long before people say MBG wasn't that good and did it afford it? At some point they will, Brad, yeah, and I shall put them right when they do. Clemens, that bit on top's getting a bit thin. You're gonna have to give up soon and just get the old razor out. For the Euro Tour streaming, is it the same time? That's a good question. Definitely tomorrow is 12 to 6. A couple of them recently have been earlier. No, Sunday is 12 and 6 as well. I just had a look, buddy. A couple of them been earlier. To be fair, I don't know who this guy is, Mark. So we're all learning together. He started quite well though, to be fair. Early on, the Clemens throw is under pressure here. And we've seen Clemens change dart this year. Yeah, it's mad. That 2 years of MVG was just ridiculous. Is it just me, or do Clemens' darts barely seem to be sticking in the board? he is 1-0 down, the German giant. His darts seem very wobbly, shall we say. The old Lederhosen. Clemens is struggling here. There is a real chance for Rosandic to get at him here. We give it some as well. I like it. Clemens is in all kinds of trouble here. $64 for Clemens, if he gets a go. He's going to get a go as well. Rosandic has made a mess of this. So Clemens to break straight back. Yeah, the Sedlacek out there watching Rosandic. And Clemens does level up. Look, we know there is a level. I remember, I think it might have been last year, Clemens beat MVG on the Euro Tour with something like 110 average. He can play. There's no doubt. But we are level at 1 apiece. The barrel change is quite drastic from Clemens as well, from what it was with that tapered nose. Love it. Rosandic just put 2 in the treble 20, stop back, give it like this to the crowd, and then missed. Brilliant. Clemens leads back-to-back legs for Gabriel Clemens. Nathan to have another 9 tonight. Yeah, it would be nice. Clemens just playing better now. The average is creeping up. Who are you? Who are you? 82 for Clemens. All of a sudden, though, there's a bit of pressure coming. Clemens has missed. But so is Rosandic. So Clemens now coming back for 3-1. And it is 3-1. The German giant now has a little bit of daylight between himself and the Croat. Clemens just starting to turn the screw. The average is now up to 97, considering this was a slow start from Gaga. Now he is beginning to dominate. Katrina, I've done well today. I have eaten properly. Because we had a decent time off, I managed to shoot home, get some food. So I've done well today. Evening, Nathan, hope you are good. Great stream, mate. A bit off topic. But what are your thoughts on the Premier League format if you had a choice? No, I would change it, Nathan. Me personally, I would go to 12 players and then have 2 rounds of elimination for one Clemens. So for me, the players have to fear not playing every week. Now, under this format, they're comfortable. They know even if they're bottom, they're going to get their shot on TV every week. So I would have 12. Then you have an elimination round to 10, then an elimination round to 8, but you still get your finals. So that's what I'd do, Nathan. No, so I had fish pie and some veg, and then I've got some food in for the weekend as well. So I've been good, Katrina, today. I remember when Peter Wright first got into the Premier League and kept it in travels and getting the... Yeah. And then I remember one where he crouched down on his knees and tried to place one in as well. Yeah, they're big lads, the old Croats, aren't they? They have their greens. Again, Clemens asking trouble, or asking questions here. Yeah, I've been better today. I bought some peanut butter as well, so I can have some peanut butter on toast later, whilst I'm doing the CDC event. You can't practice crapping yourself was another good one. I like that one as well. Not a problem, Katrina. Not a problem at all. Oh no, Johnny. Crunchy peanut butter on toast is elite. In fact, I'd go so far as to say crunchy peanut butter is probably in my top 5 things to have. No, crunchy. Oh. It's a good leg there from Rosandic. He needed that as well, just to stop this Clemens blitz that he'd been on. Remember Nathan Aspinall closing the show. Every menu in America has it. Yeah, they love it over there. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly is peanut butter and jam. I'm not a jam fan, personally. Better though from Clemens. Clemens will he won't want to give Rosandic too much hope here. No, I'm with you, Johnny. I'm not a fan of American chocolate. So tops for Clemens for 5-2. Making hard work of this, but finds double 5. Last start in hand. He needed that. $180. Rosandic. Is he going to go out in a blaze of glory? Remember, Clemens was always a staple on the European Tour. I know it was the old format and so on, but so far he's only earned $2,500 off the European Tour this year. Ouch. How we doing, Bob? Whereabouts in Portugal, buddy? Oh, to be fair, Johnny, the best cheesecake I've ever had was in Vegas. Oh. So 1-2-1 for Gabriel Clemens to seal victory. Treble 17 leaves the ball. Bullseye! Match dart missed. Lagos and the Argyle. Nice. Double 16 to keep this one alive. And misses. So now Clemens will get the chance to seal the deal. Win it here. Double 4. Gets the job done. Gabriel Clemens is through. So we have one game to go today. Nathan Aspinall will close the show. Aspinall has won the ball as well. Not a fan of cheesecake is amazing. In Vegas, had Millionaire's cheesecake. Oh. I enjoyed Vegas. I've been to Vegas a few times. I'm not sure if I'd go back or not. Brad, we're going to do some Zoom interviews with all the winners of the CDC games today, and then the winner tomorrow. So we'll have winning interviews from all the players today. It's like you know the Millionaire's shortbread. Malachi, it's like that, but in a cheesecake. Vegas is a rip-off these days. When was the last time I went? 2019 was the last time I went to Vegas. It was all right then. Who do you think will win the CDC Continental Cup? I think it's really hard to look past Savada or Bunce at the moment. I think they're playing incredibly well, but I'd like Spellman to win it, but it's hard to look past Savada and Bunce. Best thing to do in Vegas, right there. Prices for everything are through the roof since COVID. Really, that's a shame. I say 2019 when I went, prices were okay, to be fair. It wasn't extortionate. Yeah, Vegas tourism down massively. The only thing that's good, if tourism's down, hopefully they'll do something about it. How good are the American players? Look, the American players can play, Tom. Look, are they as good as the top 16? No, but they can play to a good level. The talent in North America is decent. So, Aspinall to close the show. Just out of interest, anyone that's been to Vegas, where have you, what hotels have you stayed in? I wanted to go to Vegas to renew our vows for a 10-minute. Jono said he wouldn't marry me again. Will I watch the Australian Premier League in the morning? I'll probably have it on when I get into the office, Bob. I plan on sleeping until as late as possible. But yeah, we will keep an eye on it. Venetian, I stayed there, went down the strip most of it. The wind was amazing. Yeah, Johnny, I've been 3 times. I stayed at the MGM, which was the rooms and that were nice in the MGM, but it's just the complex itself is massive for the MGM. Stayed in Mandalay Bay, and I stayed in the Luxor, which everyone was like, "Oh, don't stay there." The Luxor was actually all right. We've got about 1 minute 15 till pictures return. So, 20 odd seconds to go, not too bad to go, one game. Just the pictures are returning. Looking at the provisional World Championship draw. Nathan Aspinall, the number 1 seed. What brutal ties have we got? Humphreys, Doby in round 1. Gary Anderson, Damon Heta. The winner to play Gerwin Price. Oh, Ratajski, Littler in round... I tell you what, as it stands at the moment, bearing in mind this can change, but section 4 of this event at the moment consists of Littler, Ratajski, Nyman, Van Duijvenbode, Price, Wattimena, Anderson, Heta. Fuck me, that's brutal. That section 4 is horrid. Absolutely horrid. But if Schindler wins tomorrow, he will jump Littler. Littler will then go to section 2. Nice way, nice. I'm just trying to look where else. If James Wade wins tomorrow, he will leapfrog Gary Anderson. So there's still some movement. To be had. What's he walking onto? bit of aha, take on me. Do you think O'Connor or Chisnell will make the green? Chisnell might. Look, Clemens has played okay. I think it's Clemens he plays. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Chisnall plays Clemens tomorrow. Now, Dave Chisnall can beat Gabriel Clemens, but that version of Clemens today actually played okay. So, look, could Chisnall? Yes. O'Connor. Do I see O'Connor getting to a semi-final is the issue. No, I don't. I don't see him getting to a semi-final. So I think potentially Chisnall's the only one that can gate crash it for me. Aspinall on stage, ready to rock and roll. So, they're still going off for Mr. Brightside here. Right, Aspinall's finally finished singing. I don't know the song. Littler will be putting his water on the floor again versus Ratajski. I was watching some of the old Desert Classic, John Part. Ken. Nice. Right, we are underway. Right, let's do this. I don't know, to be fair, Wayne. John Part was absolute class. I tell you what would be class is that from Nathan Aspinall. He takes out 160 in the opener. Hello, the Asp. Welcome along. That was a little bit good. 1-0 Nathan Aspinall in some style. Absolute set the bar high here. Cheeky little 160 to get off and running. We like it. We like it a lot. But he's got to then back it up. It was only a hold. Look, I say only. it was still class. Aspinall now threatening a break. How low can he leave this 193, Nathan Aspinall? That'll do, 97. Aspinall missed opportunity there. Well, he will feel it is. And we are level at 1 apiece. Chance there for Aspinall. Went missing a little bit. He had the pressure there. But we are level 1-1. Aspinall going through the gears here. 180! Aspinall averaging just a casual 108 at the moment. Doesn't need to go 14 ball. Very good from Nathan Aspinall. The average is up to 114 here. Aspinall on fire. Top class from Aspinall. Again, not really threatening the Maximilian throw here. The gulf in the averages is like nothing you've ever seen. It is huge. But Aspinall now is just putting a little bit of pressure on. Down to 116. He will fancy getting a go at this. It's only one treble. Needed. Treble 19 leaves tops. Tops. Brilliant. Absolute stunning from Aspinall. 3-1 to the good. He is absolutely motoring here. Looks in a league of his own in this game. Maximilian only averaging 76. This is one-way traffic. Yeah, Katrina, he's flying at the moment. This is going to be short work. It's currently 31 point difference in the averages at the moment. $140 from Maximilian doesn't hurt Nathan though. Doesn't hurt him. Treble 20, bullseye. Oh, that would have been good. Look, darts is in a better place when Nathan Aspinall is playing well. Double four. Doesn't, I say, just gives Maximilian a hope here. He will fancy getting back into this. I'll tell you what, Maximilian is back in this. Aspinall missed a couple of darts and somehow the gap is only one. Not sure how, but it is. Where is Aspinall on the tour card race? Let's have a look. Tour card race, there we go. So Aspinall is currently 20th, but he's only 62 grand off of 16th, and he's in everything. People above him, like Rob Cross, not at the Slam. Wattimena not at the Slam, Searle not at the Slam. So he's got opportunities to cut that gap. But just needs to switch back on here. I think, well, Lewis Jones seems the front runner. Lou Dog. He seems the front runner. I don't see a shock winner like last year, Nathan, no. To Aspinall. Back in front. Phil Barr's Master of Ceremonies. not really my thing. I don't think I'll be up there calling him in. It's the Asp. Nathan Aspinall. Shock being anyone other than Luke or Luke at this point. To be fair, I haven't... Are they in different halves? Because obviously this isn't done by world ranking. This is done by Euro Tour. So where's Humphreys? At the moment, they are in opposite halves. But if Schindler wins, they will go into the same quarter, which would be a disaster. But Johnny Clay, if Gezi gets to the final, he would overtake. They could be in the same quarter. We may not have a Luke final. A lot will depend on Schindler tomorrow. Katrina doing a bit of the nuke. Aspinall looking like he has had enough. Looks like he's flicked the switch and is about... Yeah, if Schindler wins his next game, he goes above Littler on the European Tour race. Yes, Bo is playing at Ali Pali. Can't wait. Great news that Bo has chosen that route. There's no draw, Raymond. It's 1 place 32, 2 place 31, and so on. So there's no draw. So as soon as we know what the field is, we will know the draw. Could be tomorrow. What Aspinall would give for a 140 here. Doesn't go, so Maximilian may get a chance, maybe not. Gary is currently 11th, however, he will probably fall from that. I think the ladies' standard will suffer without Bo being low. So I think it won't be as good, but it'll be wide open. Chance for Aspinall to win it. He's pinned tops tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes tops here. Ooh. Only a dart of the ball. Match dart missed for Aspinall. A sloppy first dart cost him there. Five, three. Nico, question for you, PB. If Taylor, Van Gogh and Littler are all playing their A game, is it only... Anderson's A game was up there but didn't do it enough. Look, those three are right up there, agreed, but Anderson will be up there as well. We've seen Price hit astronomical numbers. Who do you think Bo will become the second? Look, quite possibly. Look, the unfortunate thing for Bo is it's going to be all on the draw. Is Bo capable of beating anyone in that Ali Pali field? Yes. But she won't want Littler first round or Price or Humphreys. But can she beat anyone? Yes, 100%. Matthew, my pleasure, mate, my pleasure. And Nathan Aspinall is victorious. We will let the pictures catch up on screen, but the Asp has done his job and is through to tomorrow. Just let the pictures catch up before we sign off. What a day it has been, everyone. You guys absolutely rocking it. So good from Aspinall. So good there. Right, everyone, thank you so much. Remember, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you go. We will return tomorrow at 12, so make sure you join us. Also, we will be doing interviews with all of the winners from the CDC this evening as well, so we will have them for you as well. But enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you are doing, but make sure you join us back 12 o'clock tomorrow. I've been Phil Bars, we have been Online Darts, and we'll see you all very soon.